Hello and welcome to Oran, one of Algeria's largest cities. I've been here for one day already. I'm going to jump into the footage yesterday before we get cracking today. As you can see, it's on the coast of the Mediterranean. Used to have a heavy European population before Algerian independence. We're going to get to that a bit later. Yesterday I went up to Santa Cruz, which is at the top of this mountain just over here. I'm going to cut to that footage now. I'm starting at perhaps the most famous point in Oran, which is Fort Santa Cruz behind me, sitting 400 meters above sea level and the city of Oran on Mount Majajo, and it was built by the Ottomans and the Spanish in the 17th century. Heading up to the fort, there's only a short walk once you've gone all the way up the mountaintop in the car. To enter into Fort Santa Cruz, just 80 dinars. That's even cheaper than the 100 I paid in the first video in Algeria where I visited Tipasa and the mausoleum of Mauritania. That was 100, so this is around 50p or so. Now on the top and inside the fort you can see views of Oran behind, except maybe we didn't choose the best time of day coming in the morning because the sun is directly above and it's a little bit hazy. Perhaps sunset would be a better choice. Of Algeria waving. As you can see, the fort has been built on a very strategic location, the Mediterranean Sea, the port of Mers El Kabir, overlooking the city, and over here the old city of Sidi El Khoury. From here you can see the road that you need to take as you drive up the side of this mountain overlooking Oran. After coming back down from the fort, make sure that you don't miss the chapel that is just beneath it. Evidence of the Spanish bringing Catholicism here many years ago. Since then, of course, things have changed, religions have changed. Many Jews actually used to live here in this city, in Oran, and they left. The largest synagogue in North Africa is here. It's now a mosque today. Hopefully we'll be visiting a bit later. Coming right to the end here for some more views. A bit more of the harbour and the city closer up. The mist has cleared slightly since earlier on. What's up? It's now the evening, as you can see, of the first day here in Oran, and I just thought I'd show you a little bit of the side of the street here. As you can see, a fruit stall. There are loads of these dotted about the capital city as well in Algiers, and also we're going to grab some tea in just a moment. Let me show you all the fresh produce that we got here. Grapes are massive here in Algeria. I've had quite a few already. Most of the fruits and vegetable places are by the street side. Bananas here. I know it's super simple, but it's always interesting to see where the locals come and get their food, and here in Oran we can see Inside here there are some dates. Perfect to be used in this hot weather. You can see vegetables inside here, all fresh. Olives, the symbol of the Mediterranean. Or probably one of my favourite foods, olives. Unlike the UK, everything isn't packaged into plastic. You have to buy all your, or pick I should say, your fruits and veg by the numbers of them or by the weight. Yes, there are plastic bags here, that's one downside, as you can see that man's putting into plastic bag, but it's a slight improvement on having everything individually packaged like they do in Tesco, for example, in the UK. So that's one good thing. And most of this, you can imagine, is probably going to be local and a bit more fresh and organic. A little traditional shop here with traditional things. Oh, you can smell the spices. All the different spices in separate boxes. Fresh cinnamon, aniseed.
Energy.
Masi and Nadir are from Gardea, they are Mozabit. We are here in Oran together and they found another Mozabit shopkeeper.
Yes.
Small world.
Why? It's normal. لا حياء في الدين.
Yeah, you can describe if you like.
Yes. It's like honey for energy, for my clothes. Okay. Okay.
We're now going for some tea. So I've sat down for a few drinks with the Gardean boys, the Mozabit boys, in Oran, which is the least Gardean place, but anyway, we've got a few different things. Firstly, actually, some juice, which has dates and lemon, I believe.
And some things.
And some other stuff. Very refreshing, very sweet. It's quite good, not too sweet. Some things here can be too sweet sometimes. Let me try the tea with the mint, nyanya.
Nana.
The tea is very sweet, maybe sweeter than the juice. But I like the tea.
Sugar.
I like the tea here.
Without.
I like sugar sometimes, but not too much. But I usually will drink tea without sugar.
Nice.
And what have we got here?
I don't know. Ask it.
But this is it's a traditional food.
Yes.
With actually date in the middle.
Yes.
And my camera focus there.
الله أكبر. It's milk of chicken.
Are you
His
joking?
name milk. Yes. His name milk of chicken.
Okay.
Red Bull by French. It's for married person. No, no for you. You can try because it's new thing for you.
Okay.
Try. Egg with banana, with milk, with many things.
Okay.
Okay. Do you like?
Wow. It's like a super thick, nutty, sweet milkshake. Wow. Married men only.
Yes, yes. نش بالعقل يا سي محمد.
They realize we're filming for YouTube, so they bring us loads of things to try on camera. This one here, what is this?
It's تكمرت.
Okay.
تكمرت. It's traditional cheese from Garden.
Ah, okay.
We eat it with the tea. تغسل الجرافوت معهم.
ايه معلش هذا أكمل لك الحس.
Getting the guy behind the scenes on the camera.
بص خذ.
السلام عليكم.
السلام عليكم. مرحبا بكم عندنا في خيمة الأسود.
ويلكم خاطر جماعة زلوجنا.
ايه.
in خيمة الأسود.
شكرا.
in Oran.
traditional de Mozabit.
We're having a Mozabit party here in Oran.
نشين هوا أمرتونا أنديت لينا أمرتونا أنديت لينا.
So it's now back to the following day, if that makes any sense. Generally here in Iran, there was a huge European population before, as I mentioned. As such, it was really heavily affected by the fighting between 1954 and 1962, or the Algerian independence movement. Many of the Pierre Noirs, who were the European settlers here in Algeria, were targeted and had to flee from Iran. And as it's closest to Europe, you can say, Spain and France, Iran was a port or trading city that was important part of the country for those Europeans who were living here, and as such, many of them were settled here in Iran. Many of them had to leave due to attacks by mobs and violence during the whole movement, and it was a big part of the process. We're going to walk around the city centre here just a little bit. I'm going to show you the architecture on some of the buildings, a bit like Algiers. There's tons of it. Also, you had the Romans here, you had the Byzantines, you had the Spanish, so Iran does have a massive mix of history, but generally here the most recent history is still the most obvious. Just a bit further down the road from the main square I was in, you'll find the Abdullah Salem Mosque, which used to be the great synagogue of Oran, the largest synagogue that was in North Africa at the time. And it's a massive symbol of what used to be here in the city. Many Jews lived here in Oran. I can't go directly inside. I can wait in this interior before the main mosque and show you the design. Built in 1880 but didn't open until 1918. You can see how it was a synagogue before, and now of course it's a mosque. Leaving the mosque now, and it's almost like going back in time, this part of Iran. Something like what you'd imagine 1940s France to be like or something. This district would have been some of the most heavily populated areas of Pierre Noirs or Europeans during the French's colonialization of Algeria. You can imagine they all lived pretty close to the synagogue, those of them who were Jewish. Merci, merci, bye-bye. Au revoir. So there's one thing you can't come to Iran without trying, which is heron tikka, chickpeas, flour and egg put into a bun in classic Algerian style, or a baguette I should say, with some sauce drizzled over the top. Very soft, almost cheese-like, but not too sweet. Actually can be eaten like a savory snack. Guess how much it is? 20 dinars. We tried paying, but the guy refused to take our money. He says I'm a guest in the country, but keep Riyad Mahrez comfortable in England.
Exactly.
Having left the city centre, we have come to an area called Derb. Damn, this looks very old and authentic, yes. I could say.
Yes.
For sure.
It was a Jewish place. This old city for Jews. For Jews.
I feel like I've gone back in time.
Yes. You are in Cuba.
Cuba.
Yes.
The Cuba of Algeria.
Yes, exactly.
Algerian flag, the green to represent the prosperity, the white to represent peace, the red to represent the blood of the people sacrificed.
Yes. Here we go. خليني نشوفك في وهران. بالك
English. Okay. Nice to meet you. Assalamu alaikum.
شوفوا في الانجليزي يقول خو بعد على عيطنا باش يجي يشوفوا سموه انا شركه لنا واش رايك في واش رايك قاعد صالح انا نهضر على الحوش ونهضر على قاعد صالح ولاد الحرام اي لاجيري بيردي دير لايف لاجيري بيردي ما كان والو في لاجيري سي غيان نو واش رايك نو باي باي
Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Au revoir. It's quite the place around here. The people are really friendly, actually.
I told you. I told you.
Yeah.
They are. Maybe you have some people no, but actually.
Yeah. Most of these men have just come out of the mosque, actually. Assalamu alaikum. I'm so glad Nadir decided to take us here because it's so interesting. I didn't expect to find something like this in Iran. This is the very famous point from the television series. Some spectacular views of the rest of Iran through the gap between the buildings here, actually. Children running around, there's cats and clothes hanging from the balconies in the streets behind us here. Very, very authentic and raw. Having left that area, I'm now here in the city's oldest district. I wanted to quickly show you before I wrap up this video, City el-Hawari. Just take a look around me. I don't really need to say more. All the buildings, historical, crumbling, years of history. Assalamu alaikum. I've just slipped through to this super quiet courtyard area. There's a really old looking mosque just around. Got a few friends here as well. Hello. You can see some of the old streets of this quarter. A church just here, and behind the steps where I just came from, the mosque and its minaret. I hope you enjoyed this tour of Oran, one of Algeria's largest cities, and follow me on Instagram if you're interested to see all my stories and posts from around Algeria on this upcoming trip. By the time this is uploaded, I may have posted a lot more since then, so you might see the cities for the videos coming after this. Have a lot more planned in this country. Thanks again to Lupine Travel for organising my visa here, and check them out. They have organised tour to Algeria below. And here from Iran. See you on the next one. Peace.
Thanks. Thanks.